Canada's treatment to enemy aliens during World War I. During the World War I, the Canadian government started treating immigrants poorly and disrespectfully. These types of people included mostly the Europeans at the time. In the 1920s, it is a time where Canadians' racism and prejudice attitude toward outsiders also increased. This unfair and cruel treatment was mostly targeted at Germans, Ukrainians, and other European countries. We focused primarily on Germans, Austrians, and Ukrainians during World War I. This was because the Canadians disliked and feared the fact that there were a growing number of people from enemy countries living in Canada, so they tried to undermine them and treat them like outcasts in Canada. In the camp, we stripped their property, wealth, and possessions. Their money was confiscated until they were released. The prisoners were mistreated by the guards. They were living in poor conditions, complaining how hungry they were, and the wage they got was low. It was about 25 cents a day. During that time, about 100 immigrants were interned. Mostly Ukrainians were killed in the internment camps due to starvation and was weak as a result. 6 of the internees were shot down because they were trying to escape the camp. In the end, the Canadians had no real justification on why they put the Germans, the Ukrainians, and the Serbians in internment camps. The only reason the Canadians did this was because they feared that the people immigrating here were going to become a threat and a danger to them during World War I because the Canadians were at war with parts of Europe at the time, and it so happens that Europeans was one of the main sources of immigrants in Canada. The coincidence triggered Canada into thinking that this immigration was a plan to sabotage Canada, so by putting them in those camps, they thought that they were protecting themselves from them, but in reality, the immigration were innocent from the beginning and was not trying to harm Canada or Canadians in any way. The only reason the Europeans came here in the first place is because they wanted to live in a peaceful country and away from the war. Thanks for watching.